We here at the Reddit Reaction Series HQ, and by we, I mean I here at the Reddit Reaction Series HQ, I'm always hard at work trying to stay on top of all the latest and greatest trends in the internet ecosystem environment land place. And Almost Parkour is a subreddit that's really been popping off the last couple of days. Look at this, top post of all time, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure it got linked in a comment section on a major front page post, and all of a sudden, we just have a lot of brand new quality content. I don't know if the content itself is brand new, but the posts are brand new, so at least we got that going for us. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the top posts of all time of people who tried to do some parkour, but just they didn't quite get the parkour, so they almost parkoured. And as a former gymnast who didn't get very far in my gymnastics career other than still being able to do a backflip, I feel a personal connection to this. Never broke my neck, fortunately, but still feel a personal connection. So we'll start off down here with going on a boat trip or tripping on a boat. Hey, you know what? At least it's water down there, right? Wow, this was a pretty serious stunt. You got multiple camera angles going on here. Yeah, that tends to happen when you probably, okay, if we can analyze this, you probably should have jumped off the top of the railing. That would have gotten you a little bit more leverage, and also if you didn't slip, that would have been a little bit better as well. But usually using your shin to jump isn't the best, like, taking off platform, so you know, at least you probably got more views this way. On the bright side, had any of these people done their parkour successfully, they probably would have gotten less views. So it worked out for the better if your metric for success is views. Hold my beer while I... Is there any beer involved? No beer involved. Oh, just a wet... Oh, I like how he's smiling for the sake of the clip. The camera guy's like, can you just internalize the pain for a second, smile for the camera, and then at the very end he looks down like, and I kind of let my true emotions out now because I'm not very happy that God, did he knock his tooth out? That really sucks. Not worth it at all. So let this be a lesson to everyone. If you want to do some parkour, probably don't do it where it's wet. It's not good for jumping off of that at all. Dry concrete, that's usually a good thing for taking off of. The Not So Superman. Oh, he came out of nowhere, and it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just a dude falling on his head. So speaking of dry concrete, maybe I should eat my words there. I guess it doesn't always work very well. It helps when your hands actually make contact with the thing. Aren't you, when you do that move, aren't you supposed to actually use your hands to spring off of the first thing, and then you also go to the second thing? Because this way, you would have gotten a little bit more boost, I feel like, if you used your hands off the first. You might not have just clipped your shins and then gone head over heels. At least he's okay. The human body is, like, remarkably resilient, dude. It really is. Two-story jumps are always sweet, right? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Oh. Yeah, that just looks like painful for your legs. At least he didn't, like, hit his head or something, because I've seen some clips of like rollerbladers doing stairs and things like that, where they'll land and then they'll just whip their head back and hit the, and it's really bad. And it looks like he at least saved himself from doing that. So he fell well. I gotta give him props for that. He probably still hurt one or both of his legs, but he did a good fall. You protected the most vital components of your body, so you had some practice in falling there at the very least, and that showed. Straight onto the roof. Oh wait, this was the front page post, I think, that started this whole thing. It's not the top post of all time, but yeah, like, what did you think was gonna happen? How was there any means of success in that jump? Like, even if you got all the way on that, you were still gonna fall off. Even if your feet made contact, it's slippery plastic. You were gonna fall off no matter what. That was like the ending was the same. You did just about as good as you could have hoped for. See, he got a solid lift off. There was no slippage. It was a little too far. Good thing those were wood chips instead of concrete, because that would have hurt a lot more. Even though, yeah, you can get like get impaled, miniature impalements from wood chips. It's a little bit softer than concrete. But dude, these people are walking it off. It is impressive. The human body, a really impressive thing. So graceful. Oh, look at the framing. Oh, it's so beautiful. Obscuring the sun. We got that silhouette, and damn. It starts off looking like it could be an intro for like a movie studio that you get at the beginning of movies. And like, he's gonna do a beautiful backflip. It's gonna freeze frame in the middle of the air. And then the word for the production company is gonna roll out. But instead, nah. See, I don't even know what happened. Like, his setup looks good. But I guess he just doesn't quite know how to backflip. Because it just seemed like he panicked in the air and there was no, that's what it looks like when you just panic in the air, unless his feet slipped. Was it slippery? No, it's just bad. It's just bad. No, it looked like a solid ledge. It's just you panicked in the air, and that's what happens. You gotta commit to it, dude. If you're learning, go into foam or something like that. Don't do it off of a ledge onto solid ground. That's my tip for you. Up, and it didn't work out. Hey, you know what? At least it's water. He tried to do a little Spider-Man action there, though. He's like, I'm gonna just jump and I'm gonna stick to the wall, and then everything is gonna be great. That's unfortunate, though, that it didn't, like, yeah, that was a heck of a jump, though. Like, honestly, like, dude goes flying. I am incredibly impressed, but also at the same time, I feel like you would have tried to gauge that in some way beforehand to see, like, yeah, I think I can. I guess his goal was not to land with his feet on the other thing. It was probably to grab the bar with his hands, and he was pretty close to that. You're pretty close to that, dude. Like, man. That dude's a heck of a long jumper. That's a heck of a jump. That's just, you know, there's no other means of failure on that. You could have just landed right in the middle of the river, which would have been more embarrassing, but you got close. Heck, I could do that. This classic belongs here. You know, parkour over the It's like, did he die? Like, he's very still for a very long time. You see a little bit of a twitch there at the end. A little twitch. Yep. But man, dude looks like he just died. Like, that's it for me. I don't know if I can go on with my life. Can I just lay here forever? This is very embarrassing. I'm not sure that actually life is worth living after I have to see this reposted all over the internet for the rest of my entire life. Anytime I meet someone with a friend, my friend's gonna be like, "Hey, this guy here, do you know he's famous? Let's show him the clip. John, let's show him the clip." And then the friend is always gonna show the clip of this, and that's what you're gonna be known for everyone that you ever meet in the future, is you couldn't jump over a chain and stuff falls on you. Like, that would suck. I would not want to be known for that, but goddamn, would it be hilarious to be the friend who shows it to everyone? Oh boy. Parkour over a police truck. Wonder what could go wrong in doing that. Oh my god! Well, okay, so obviously he was running from the police. Now I'm curious, okay? If you're running from the police, right? Why would your instinct be, I'm gonna run towards the police truck? Now, admittedly, as someone who wouldn't run from police, I can't really put myself in the mind of someone who would do it, because there's no way for me to justify having gotten into that situation in the first place. But I'm trying to think why. You know what? I have 360 degrees, well, 180 degrees, because I guess they're chasing from behind you. I have 180 degrees worth of options here. Let me choose the one trajectory where I run literally into the police car. Let's do that. That's, of all the chances, that's my greatest one for success. Oh, wait, I also realized that I never did track and field, gymnastics, none of that. So, damn, that was the wrong choice. Insult to injury, you get tackled afterwards. Kid tries to do a backflip on an unsecured metal board. Dude, that was sick. And oh man, that probably hurt really badly, actually. You didn't count on the fence kind of given. That fence looks like it could have just fallen over, which I'm not sure which would have turned out worse. Actually, it probably would have been less painful had the fence just fallen over, because you wouldn't have gotten smacked in the face with a piece of metal. Yeah, dude, it doesn't take much speed on that thing for it to hurt real badly. Dude, it looked good, though. Like, that was some sweet form. You got a little corkscrew. You did a little superhero landing with the hand on the ground. You were ready for action and then KO'd. But that, you know what? He did parkour, and then something else just didn't work out for him. Really stuck the landing with a "did they die" subtext. Oh, Jesus Christ. Before we decide whether or not to include this, best I could find was a YouTube version with people arguing about how alive he is or isn't. No news articles could be found. Seems like he was a Stanford student. I would imagine someone breaking their back on campus would be newsworthy. Edit. Derek Swanson seems to still have functioning legs. I guess our boy Derek here is okay. You know, in fairness, I've done skateboard falls before where it's not a bad fall, but I'll starfish out on the ground afterwards, like, and then get up a few seconds later, so that our boy Derek here might have just been like, all right, that hurt. I'm good. I'm just gonna lay here for a few moments and not move, and I just bruised. It looks like he fell more on his side. It didn't look like a direct hit to his spine, so he's probably, I'm sure it hurt for a couple weeks, but that didn't look like means for paralysis necessarily. Welcome to Stanford, ladies and gentlemen. These are your fellow classmates. He was trying to impress everyone at orientation. Now they'll remember him, but not for being impressed. Hardcore parkour. That's what I like to see. Oh, is this all the same cat? The similarities in lighting and cabinetry and the cat. This is one cat. This is one cat that just loves to do parkour and fail. This is great. Even though I would be very disappointed in coming home to a mess every day. In having this cat, I would also, it'd be hilarious. I'm just glad that it's not my cat, even though it provides some good YouTube content. Like really, at the end of the day, the views are what matter here, and this cat would provide some good views. Oh, cats are far more resilient than humans. I was talking about how resilient the human body is earlier. Cats are like another, well, I guess 9 times as much because they have 9 lives. The Office did it right. We have a clip from The Office here. Good memories. See, I bet Steve Carell, I bet he even did his own stunts on that one. I bet they didn't have to stuntman for that, and that's really impressive. Like everyone talks about Tom Cruise doing his own stunts. Pfft, did Tom Cruise ever do this? This kind of parkour? I don't think so. Somersault onto a couch while also having to make sure to hit his legs against the painting and the light at the same time. There was a lot of choreography. He had to ensure that his legs hit the marks on that. It wasn't just, this was a failure on purpose that had to be perfectly choreographed and executed by an expert stuntman. And that's a true mark of a parkour champion right there. No average parkour person could do this. That's pretty stellar if you ask me. Almost parkour. Well, yes, that is the title of the subreddit. Thank you. Damn, parkoured so hard his shoes came off. That's, oh, because he hit it. Oh, he hit his toes on the thing and they just, man, you would think somebody died, just a pair of shoes. Cut out a few frames and you'd be like, oh wow, is he dead? Both the shoes landed perfectly right side up facing each other. Like, did someone just get body snatched by aliens right here? What happened? Usually it's like really terrible accidents where shoes just go flying off. The one that I most vividly remember is the Jake Brown big air ramp skateboarding fall, where dude's shoes just flew off. That's still the gnarliest fall I think I've ever seen for skateboarding. Anyway, I hope that was a river soft landing on the other side. Look how the camera dude's like, extreme parkour over tiny door. Oh, here we go, big oh, it's moving again. Like how he just sits there and contemplates. He's like, man, I can't believe I just put so much stress on those hinges. That poor door. My butt kind of hurts a little bit, but probably not nearly as much as the stress on those hinges, dude. It's just really bad. And the top post of almost doing parkour of all time. What could it be? That, yep. I feel like there are a few times where I'm in wholehearted agreement about the top post actually being the top quality post I've seen, but this is it. Both because it is a post. Literally, he hooked up on a post. Or hung up on a post, I should say, and it's just that's about the most brilliant outcome. You just got pantsed by an inanimate object. There's no injuries here. It's just ego. It's the only thing that was no physical injuries, just mental. And you ripped your pants. Your pants got a hole. You can see that there's a hole on the pants, right? Hold on, let me mark out the hole for you in case he's got a hole in his pants right there. Hey, Steve, remember that one time you tried to leapfrog a post and you got pantsed and you got a hole in your pants as you were being pantsed? Yes, I've been reminded about 50,000 times, Jerry. Thanks. I appreciate it. Do you mind if I show all these other people at the party the clip as well? You're going to do it anyway, Jerry. Okay? Jerry goes, thanks, Steve. That's a good conversation piece. It's a good icebreaker. Whenever you want to talk to someone, did you know I once humiliated myself to make the top post on a post ever on Almost Parkour? I'm kind of famous. It's great. I love it. I love that. That's the best post. That's the best parkour thing of all time. I can't believe I've never seen that, but Thank you. Almost parkour. People almost did it, but not quite. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check the playlist in the description if you want to catch up on any more Reddit videos. And subscribe if you're not already. And check out the... I said that already. If you want to listen to the music in the outro, you can listen to it because it's linked in the outro on the Marin Music channel. I'll see you next time.